guys, welcome back to my channel. As the topic of this video indicates, my today's video is all about how fat gets deposited in our body or how do we get fat. Major aim of this video is to clear some of our misconceptions about getting fat and also to tell you the whole process of how our bodies gain weight. In the end, I have also suggested some of the food choices which will limit your fat deposition. So, watch it till the end. Most of us think that we only put fat in our fat cells when we eat too much, but actually the story is totally different. Adipose tissue, also known as specialized energy storage organ, which is made of adipocytes, also known as fat cells, is the primary site where fat gets deposited. Your fat cells are like rechargeable fuel cells. Every time you eat, you store some fat. In between meals, fat comes out of your fat cells to provide fuel to your muscles and organs. If you are naturally thin, it's because you have efficient fat cells. Fat goes in quickly and comes out very easily. Your body do not need much fat because the little bit of fat you do have is reliable source of fuel. If you are predisposed to be fat, it's because you have greedy fat cells. When you eat, you tend to store calories as fat instead of burning them, and when your other tissues need these calories, the fat comes out slowly or it does not comes out at all. And then your body cells starve and demands for more food, and that's when you overeat. And as it's said that you are getting fat because you are eating more, but actually the truth is you are eating more because you are getting fat. Most of us were not born with greedy fat cells, but we make them greedy when we eat a lot of carbohydrates. Since increased blood sugar level is toxic, so body releases insulin to bring it down. But your body can burn a little bit of sugar at a time. So what happens to the rest of it? Let's see. Indian diet is very high in carbs. As we all know, glucose gets converted into glycogen and gets stored in liver and muscles having glycogen tanks in them. If the high carb diet continues, there will be high glucose in the bloodstream which will get converted into glycogen, and obviously there will be high glycogen which will lead to overflowing of the glycogen tanks present in the liver and muscles of our body. If still high carb diet continues, then this extra glucose will go under lipogenesis process or fat deposition in liver and muscles will take place. Size of muscles will increase and also size of liver will also increase. Size of muscles increases not because of hypertrophy but because of fat deposition in muscles. So the main reason of weight gain is that extra glucose in your blood which is going to be worked upon by the hormone insulin. Let's talk about insulin now. If we eat a lot of carbohydrates, insulin in our body will increase. This high insulin in our blood will increase the fat deposition in our body. Actually, insulin tells cells when to be open and receptive to the nutrients that are floating in the blood. So when insulin is elevated, the cells are there with wide open arms to absorb whatever is there in the bloodstream, good, bad or ugly. So insulin can be our best friend or it can be our worst enemy sometimes. Lipids are more readily stored as they have greater energy yield than other nutrients. This is why you can fast for quite a number of days and you wouldn't die from not eating for 4 to 5 days because you have plenty of reserve of fat in these adipose tissue cells. For women, fat tends to go to their hips. It's our body's way of providing steady energy supply for pregnancy. Men store fat in belly area. Belly fat evolved for quick energy release. It helped sustain male ancestors during hunting. Our ability to metabolize fat slows down by age, and by increasing age, fat finds its way to almost every available space in our body, and in some cases even inside our blood vessels. The only factor we can work upon to limit fat deposition is our metabolism. People who have high metabolism rate are most likely to be healthy and perform healthy lifestyle. High metabolism rate also burn off fat even when you are sleeping and also facilitates great digestion. Here are some foods that will help you to boost your metabolism. First is ginger. After eating it, it creates heat and also boosts the metabolism rate by raising the internal temperature of body and forcing it to burn more fat. Second is green tea. It has catechin substances that some experts believe help burn belly fat. Third is coffee. Caffeine kicks your metabolism into high gear and it also jump-starts lipolysis, the breakdown of fat. Third one is spices. From cayenne to garlic to cinnamon, spices are one of the best ways you can keep your metabolic rates high, especially black pepper and mustard seeds. Fifth one is berries. Berries maintains great overall health, which is essential for maintaining a high metabolic rate. It has beauty boosting antioxidants. Also, it regulates insulin production. Sixth one is healthy monounsaturated fats like olive oil, which can actually aid the body in burning calories. Seventh one is coconut water. When your body is dehydrated, it cannot burn your calories as effectively, so drink more water for effective metabolism. Be sure to complement these foods with a healthy lifestyle and a good exercise routine. Combination of all of that will give you long-lasting benefits. Thank you for watching till the end. Please subscribe my channel, like this video if you found it helpful, comment down below if you have any suggestion for my upcoming video and share it with your friends as much as you can. Thank you. Stay home, stay healthy.